Hey everyone, me Kevin here. It is time for a reaction video. Let's go. This dude lives on basically the stimulus check per month we wish we would have. $2,000 per month. Let's listen in and react to see if we can give him some advice. I can't hear.
Being a college student, we've had to put a lot of thought into actually how we're gonna afford this place. A lot of the money that comes from this apartment actually came from summer internships, but we also had to cut back on our spending during the semester in order to make sure that we'll be able to pay rent.
Okay, I just gotta say, look, the Philips Hue lights, they're great when you can get the little app working, which mine's not right now, so I'm stuck on the colors I got. But dude, man, I hope you're investing. Because if you're blowing all the money on the lights, you gotta be careful, okay? It is butter, alright? I mean, it looks nice for the show, you know what I mean? But I mean, come on, let's keep going.
Welcome to my college apartment in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Oh. Go buy a place. Rent it to roommates.
My name is Ben.
Other college students. That's how you arbitrage. When you're 18 years old. Yes, buy a place. Turn it into a rental, rent out all the rooms.
Sir, I'm 21 years old, living in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania in a 2-bedroom apartment. The apartment costs $2,000.
And I wasn't calling him 18, I was saying you should do that, like start thinking about that at 18. He's 21, all right, let's keep going. 2 and 1, the problem is you got a 2 and 1. You know, like if you're gonna pay $2,000 a month for a place, like try to get a 3 and 2. Heck, get a 4-bed if you can. You could pay for the place, even if you had to pay $3,500 a month. Get a 4-bed, rent out a couple more rooms, and it makes up the difference. Probably got a house, maybe a better location, maybe something you can buy.
$1 a month, but my portion of that is $800 a month.
Okay, so he's doing the room rental. So somebody else, why aren't they interviewing the guy who's renting the place to him? That's the guy we should be listening to, or gal. I mean, I don't know, it could be a girl too. Floor plan, yeah. Can't add more rooms.
What we decided to do was I would take one of the bedrooms for myself and pay $800 a month. And then my 2 other roommates would split the other bedroom and each pay $600 a month. So that way it's kind of more fairly split based on how much space we each have.
Okay, just for the lulz, you got 3 people living in this place. One of those 3 people is going to have a parent that is going to be capable of co-signing to buy a place for $300,000. Cut. Okay, first time I uploaded this video because now I'm re-uploading it because now I'm even more pissed. I got a ton of people going, oh, must be nice to have someone co-sign for you. Let's add the correct clarity. If you're renting a property like this, there's a very high likelihood, 90% plus likelihood, one or all of those parents are guaranteeing this lease, aka they are co-signing this lease. So there is already a cosign happening. It's the same thing, otherwise they would be in the dorms. Keep that in mind. Yeah, obviously, if you don't have an uncle or a family member, somebody who can cosign, of course, then you probably have to find something less expensive or it's just not gonna work. The point of this is to share the idea. Okay, let's keep going with the original video. You buy the place at 20 years old when you're in your junior year of college. You buy it for $300,000. You rent out the rooms to the other people whose parents aren't on it. So hopefully, obviously, your parents are the ones who do it, so you get the benefits and you own the place. You put 3.5% down. You're using their income, so you don't even have to have a job. You build your credit, so your financial future is on a rocket ship to the moon faster than GME goes up. Okay, maybe not faster than GME goes up, but diamond hands. Okay, 30-year fixed rate loan, folks. Even if we go ahead, let's go ahead and get rid of this stupid ad here. Let's add in, we gotta add some HOA dues. Let's add $300 in HOA dues. Let's add mortgage insurance. I don't know, we're gonna add about, well, let's take the interest rate to 3.6% to consider mortgage insurance. Look at this, we got HOA dues of $300. The total monthly payment's $1,880 for a $300,000 place that you would own. And on every single month, you would be paying down $450 in interest. In principal. So you're building your net worth by almost $5,000 a year by owning the place rather than renting. And then people are like, oh, but Kevin, you know, well, why would I do that if I'm only gonna be living there for a couple of years in college? Because after that, your credit is built, you understand home ownership, and you go do it again, and you rent that place out completely. Rent it out to some other college students. But see, instead, they're spending money on Philips Hue lights, and they gotta have cameras so they could show the dude dancing. Look, I get it. That's our culture right now. We buy this stuff. Like, be careful spending money on this stuff. This could be such an opportunity to make such big money. Big money could be made here. Let's keep going.
So I'm a huge nerd when it comes to technology, so I really wanted to try to
Spend money then. Just spend everything.
make this place as techy as possible. We set up all the lights so that they're smart home lights, so everything can be controlled right from my phone or by speaking to the home pods in the corner of the room. It's been super cool for like when we have a movie night, we can dim all the lights automatically.
Don't get me wrong, there is a balance where you have to spend on stuff that gives you some happiness. But when Lauren and I were in college, we saved every frackin' dime because we had nothing. We literally had nothing. We had to grind 80-hour weeks to try to get a start in real estate where I didn't make money for 9 months because I was trying to survive off the leftover money I had from Jamba Juice. We didn't have any money because we had a house payment to make. And so guess what? Well, all of a sudden, when you got some pressure, you figure it out and you go make some money. And it was the best start ever. And I'm not suggesting you get in over your head and sign up for that anchor of a house, but come on, you're paying $2,000 a month. Buy a property.
And also it allows us to turn on and off the lights whenever we enter or leave the apartment, which has been really cool.
Dude, this place has like 2 light switches that you would have to hit, except you added like 10. Even if you left the lights on 24/7, you probably save money. All right. Wait, what? Wait. You signed a lease in December of 2019 and you moved. Is that what you guys do with colleges? You sign a lease 8 months in advance? Maybe that's what they do with colleges. Utilities include. Are included. Oh, I mean, look, okay. I mean, you get some benefits, you know. Okay. Oh, and they pay $150 a month for Wi-Fi. Okay. All right. That's reasonable.
When we were looking for a place, we knew the one thing for certain was that we all wanted to live together and we all wanted to pay less than what the dorms cost.
Yeah. I mean that's fine. That is what people do when they're juniors, right? Yeah.
And so we were really trying to find a place that would allow us to save a lot of money and have more space in the process, and this apartment worked perfectly.
Oh, dude. We gotta go to Zillow and start shopping. Okay, so look, I just went to Zillow really quick. I obviously don't know Pittsburgh, but I'm just taking a quick glance over here. We've got a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house here for $190,000. We ran the numbers at $300K. They're in a townhouse that's a 2-in-1. Here's a 3-in-1 townhouse for sale for $260,000. Seems to be a little bit potentially more of a central location. We've got, what is this? This looks like a 3-bedroom, 2.5-bath over here. Oh, come on. $300,000. Look what we could get for our budget. And again, this is all like location dependent, but that apartment he was in, based on that front door, was at least a 1920s building. They've got the original hardwood floor and that older front door. Look at this. This is probably a 1920s as well. It's actually pretty cute on the inside. Oh, I mean, okay, the fireplace is a little unique. Okay, but the point is, okay, there's definitely some unique things going on in this place. But the point is, you would own something. Ah, come on. Sorry, I caught up in this because it bothers me. Like, why? The stuff we should be telling society is how to build wealth and build credit and own assets and protect against inflation. Yay, we're not renting from the college and we're not getting ripped off anymore. Look, I'm happy you're not getting ripped off anymore at the college. That's a better decision, but it's also not the best decision in my opinion. Now, the other thing, I really hope you're not getting into that Mercedes at least C-class right there. I mean, I guess that is the lowest class, so it would be at least a C-class, but anyway.
Safely and still get to hang out, still have fun. We can still study together, which has been great. So even though this apartment is a lot more affordable than something like living in the dorm, it is a little bit challenging to manage the money, considering basically it all has to come from savings over the summer and then it gets slowly dwindled down each month. Me and my roommates have all set monthly budgets for ourselves when it comes to eating out, so that way we aren't encouraged to eat out as much and we can really track our spending. And
dude, that was a brand new pan. Brand new pan.
Eating out.
Come on.
So that way we aren't encouraged.
They either keep those pans like spotless, but there is nothing, zero, like that is not a chef's pan. that is straight off Amazon. Just got unboxed.
Eat out as much, and we can really track our spending and make sure that the financial situation of living in an apartment while being a student works out.
Okay.
Because there were so many students in this area trying to look for a place as a college apartment, we knew that we had to start very early in the process. That's why we actually started over the winter. This apartment actually came from a suggestion from a friend. They had lived here in the past and they had said this was a great place right near campus for college students. And so we checked it out and we loved it.
That's crazy. It's so competitive.
There were enough open
Another reason to
units
buy.
for us to actually move in, and the places were really, really nice. So I think the day after our tour, we ended up signing a lease for August of 2020, and that's when we actually moved in because that's when our senior semester started. The process to actually acquire this place was super easy. Normally there's like a lot of paperwork that goes into actually getting an apartment, but for this, all we had to do was sign the lease, make those initial payments, and then I think we were good to go.
It's the same thing everywhere. I mean, maybe New York's more different.
Well, because we had planned to move in an apartment for a very long time, we had all accumulated and saved up enough money to actually cover these upfront costs. So when we signed the lease in December 2019, we had to pay an upfront cost of about $4,000. $2,000 of that was...
And that guy YOLO'd it all into the stock market, probably Tesla, and turned that $4,000 into $50,000. He held your money for 8 months while you got nothing out of it. Oh, man.
Security deposit, and the other $2,000 was paying off last month's rent. And then when we actually moved in August, we had to pay our first month's rent.
Yup. Didn't we see
So I
the
live
tour?
in North Oakland in Pittsburgh, and that's right in between University of Pittsburgh and Carnegie Mellon's campuses. And so this really is very much like a college-focused area. There's a lot of restaurants nearby, and it's super...
Okay, all right, hold on. I don't want to get the comments are like, but Kevin, that's not North Oakland. Okay, all right, fine. North Oakland, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Where is it? North Oakland. Okay, that's right here. So let's see what we can buy. 3 and 2 condo for sale, 1,500 square feet, 200 grand. 200 grand. You'd have a larger place with another bathroom that you could own for 200 grand. I mean, it's okay. It's not great. It needs actually. This looks like a wedge deal. I mean, look at that. It's got the old carpet. Oh, it's got green. Oh, come on, man. Like, this is awesome. Little bit of paint and carpet. Kitchen's fine. Throw in a new appliance if you need to. A little bit of paint and carpet, and you're done. Dude, how long did I spend looking? You saw it live. Let's see what else. What do we get for up to 300 grand? Here's another 2 and 2 if you want a different location. It seems like everything here is townhouses, which is fine because we put built-in HOA dues anyway. But the point is, there are plenty of choices in that district that you're in. Let's keep going.
Easy to actually access them. I actually have my own skateboard, and so I ride that thing around.
Boost it!
So this apartment has some basic amenities. There's an elevator to the upper floors and laundry in the basement. There is a 24/7 doorman, which is kind of nice.
Okay.
So let's start off this tour at the end of the hallway in my bedroom. Both bedrooms are pretty large and about the same size at 12.
This guy needs to start a YouTube channel. He talks like very well on camera.
15 feet, and I've utilized that space very well. I put both my bed and my desk in my room, so that's where I sleep and get most of my work done. I've also added a lot of cool techie things since I am super obsessed with technology. I have a projector in there, a whole bunch of smart lights, and it's really nice.
My God.
So one of the big investments I actually made for this apartment was into my desk. I actually spent well over $7,000 on a nice desk setup to work at.
This is what I'm talking about. Oh my God, dude, you're a senior in college. You're spending $7 grand on a desk. You're gonna be there for a year, and then you're gonna have to move it all again. Oh, I'm melting.
And this was something that I had saved up for well over a year. I knew as soon as Apple released their new computer, I was gonna get a new desk setup. It coincided with right around when the pandemic hit. And so now I have a really nice place to work in this apartment, get a lot of work done, and I've been super productive. You can see I have this big metal rack that Amazon...
Expensive desk does not equal productive. I used to go to open houses and I'd take one of those foldable Costco desks for like $60. And I'll tell you, those were the most productive open houses ever because I got my laptop, I'm greeting people, I'm meeting people, I'm selling. Nobody cares that my laptop is sitting on a $60 desk or a $2,000 desk, it doesn't matter. Now, I imagine he means $7,000 for like all the lights and the cable management. Dude, zip ties are not that expensive.
Actually makes, and that allows me to utilize the vertical space very well. I also installed this motion light strip at the very top of my closet. Then the other half of my closet, which you can actually access through another door in the hallway, is what I call my gear closet. You can see I've got my lighting equipment down here, tripods, got drones, GoPros, cameras, all of my lenses, ND filters. Now moving on from the bedroom, we get...
See, I told you he was good on camera.
To our front hall foyer. Here you can see I got a nice little table. We got our pantry full of food over here. Got my roommate's bedroom down there. Even though my roommate's room is the same size as mine, because they're sharing it with 2 people, they didn't put as much stuff in there. They actually have their desks sitting in our dining room, which was converted into an office. And so that's where they actually spend most of their time working at their desks and getting homework done. Our bathroom, I'm so used to living in a dorm where a lot more people are sharing a bathroom. And so having 3 people sharing 1 bathroom has actually worked out pretty nicely. And then we get into our kitchen. This is a nice little cozy kitchen, so we had to figure out some ways to actually save on space in here. That's why we got things like this drying rack right
That's a good idea. I like that drying rack over there.
here, which sits over the sink, keeps our counter space clear, as well as this magnetic knife holder right here, which allows us to have the knives ready to go for cooking, but also keep them out of the way. And I think it just looks pretty cool. So this room is really the heart of the apartment. This is where we hang out the most, where all of us just sit around. We eat our meals here. We have this massive couch, which everybody in the pod comes and hangs out on. This is actually a black IKEA coffee table.
Good. God, oh my God, thank God. IKEA is such a good place to go shopping. It's so good. Please spend money at IKEA. Please. If IKEA were a public company, I would put 7 figures into that company.
Covered in this like vinyl wooden flooring. We have a ton of fake plants all around the room. Got nice wooden furniture all around. So since all 3 of us are college students on a budget, when we were actually setting up this apartment and buying furniture for it, we were really trying to save as much money as possible and actually setting it all up. That's why most of our furniture is either purchased from IKEA at a really low price or actually brought from home.
But dude, you blew it all spending $7 grand on a desk setup as a senior in college. Ah! Literally, oh my gosh, that could have been your down payment. Down payment would probably have been a little bit more, but what is that? $300,000 times 3.5%. Dude, $10,500. Come on. Oh.
So overall, I think we got a stellar deal with this apartment. We've been really fortunate to have this experience, getting to all live together during this crazy semester. And so I'm really happy with both how much money we're saving on this apartment, how much space we get, the opportunity that we can all live together, and still getting to have as much of a college experience as possible.
See, and usually I feel like the mainstream is, this guy's doing everything right, that's awesome, that's so smart, good job. Nobody's grabbing him going, do you realize what you could have done differently? I guess that's where I come in.
While it's been really nice living in this apartment, unfortunately all of us are graduating in the spring, and so we will be moving out and into our own respective places wherever we get jobs. I think I'll miss my friends the most and not so much the actual apartment, just because like as soon as I graduate, like I don't know if we'll ever all be in the same spot at the same time again, unless maybe one of us gets married. And so I'm really trying to enjoy that, live it up, and just have fun during my senior year.
Well, congratulations. It is a cool looking place. I have to say that. It is good you got out of those dorms. I like things done a little differently, but then again, I'm me, Kevin, and you should get your life insurance in as little as 5 minutes via the link down below. And folks, we'll see you in the next video.